Dang, dude. Is that his mom? No way, y'all. Is this what he's gonna look like? Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. We are going to be getting into Shippuden again. Last time we had a lot more backstory of B, seeing his life as a Jin Cherokee growing up, and dude, just his happy-go-lucky nature, not taking things personally. Yeah, dude, I gained some respect for the B, even though he is a hilarious, ridiculous character. I really liked the backstory with him and Motoi. That was really heartwarming, especially the fist bump at the end. That was sick. But yeah, y'all, I really want to see B and Naruto start to interact a little bit more here and maybe get into some of the training. I hope. I want to see what B can untap within Naruto. That Naruto just has so much more potential if he can match up to B's power with his control of the tailed beast. So yeah, y'all, it's been already great getting into this arc. I'm excited for where this arc is going to go because it feels like it's mostly going to be a training arc, but at the same time, I'm also very curious about Kasame in the background. Like B does have Kasame's sword, so Kasame with him. I'm wondering if that's going to kind of come into play here at all, but I guess we'll have to see. So appreciate y'all joining me today. If you enjoy this one, drop a like for me, comment all the good YouTube shit. I appreciate y'all's time and just supporting the channel and me means a lot, it really does. So let's go ahead and get into this one. Even got some Crocs. Oh my god. Of course Naruto start rapping with him, bro. Yeah. Octopops, man. I can't get over it. That's a perfect nickname for him. Not to Batayo. How is he gonna integrate with this shadow self of him? You cocky son of a bitch! Gotta accept it. Number one candidate. Aww. The autograph.
そうだ、サインくれサイン。うちの子に書いてやってくんねえかな。のファンでよ。サイン。この葉の英雄、奇跡を起こす少年、渦巻きナルト。うちの方にも一枚頼む。さ、ダメか。いや、打てばそういうのに慣れてねえからよ。サインなんて持ってねえし。あの時、一楽で頼まれて結局書かなかったサインだ。Does this mean he just trusts them now? Yeah, the mistrust there. All that pain, man. Man, the soundtrack's always so good. Mad goosebumps. It always gets me, y'all. Beautiful.
知らされてきたのにタコのおっさんに気づかされた。自分ってのを全く疑ってもね。自分に誇りを持ってる。
Yeah, how other people treat you don't sting quite as much when you have that much self-worth.
お前がいたから俺は強くなれた。お前のおかげでここまで来られた。だから
I like that too.
俺はどうすりゃいい。そんなもん簡単だろ。
Aww.
お前は俺になりゃいい。お前も俺なんだから。今までありがとな。
Damn, y'all, this is really beautiful. Man, we all need to do this for ourselves, man. Man, Kishimoto did a great job writing this.
どうやらうまくいったんだね。喜ぶのはまだ早い。バカ野郎、この野郎。これからキュービの力のコントロールをしてみる。
Damn, already?
今から俺がお前を
Hey, let's go.
出ないと師匠。
よっしゃ
見てこい。僕もついていっていいですか？オーケー。小谷さんは？雲隠れの定時連絡があるので。お疲れ様です。ここからは簡単にはいかないだろうからな。
月の向こうがあったのか。
Dang. It's a vibe, bro. Some Octopops vibes.
ここでキュービと戦う。
キュービと戦う？
そうだ、バカ野郎、この野郎。
Cool, man. Time to tame the beast. He's tamed what's inside of him. Now he needs to tame the real beast.
見事ですね。
It almost looks like the Nine Tails. Yeah. Why are all these statues headless?
古い遺跡のようですね。考古学的にも貴重なようですし、修復が必要ですね。なお、その石像たちは初めから
Okay.
ある理由でな。
こんなとこでキュービと戦うってどうやって戦うんだ。そもそもどうやって会うんだ。
まさか無茶なことするんじゃないでしょうね。
B never.
できると思うな、バカ。
Yeah. It's a great risk.
これは神聖すぎる場所だ。ここは美獣と対話できるシステムになっている。この建物の中だ。了解。ここへ入れる者は選ばれた者だけ。選抜。頭を入れろ。全人。心の闇がなければ扉が開く。全開。
Yeah, for real, man. I'm Yamato right now.
闇がなけりゃってそうか。
Yeah.
ただし、もし少しでも心の闇があれば扉は開かない。超大噛みちぎられる。超チ
Jeez.
だ首のない石像は人中力たちがショータイム。
Damn, bro. Yeah, you have to have such honesty with yourself to know where you stand.
大きすぎる。ナルト、影分身でやればいい。ここは神聖な場所だ。バカ野郎、この野郎。雲隠れ代々の先代たちが見守り見張っている。ごまかしは効かない。しかし、
ヤマト隊長、キュービの力をコントロールするためにここに来た。
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take a risk, man. Keep your growth going. Dude, you can literally see the blood on it, dude. Holy shit. That would be so terrifying, y'all.
自分を信じるんだってばよ。
Naruto got that dome trunk.
ナルト。そんな、なんてこった。
What?
ナルト、お前。
似てね
Oh my.
スイッチがあるだけでした。だからつい。
やったぜ。
This is why they're perfect for each other.
神聖な場所じゃなかった。
Oh my god. These freaking trolls. He used it. Oh god, dude.
これって。
この中へ入り、座って目を閉じ集中する。滝の時と同じだ。そうすれば美獣に会うことができる。
俺ってば昔修行してキュービに会うことはできるようになってんだけど。
敵の誰もがやってることだ。ここはもう少し別の意味もある。OK?
It's like an alternative dimension. Kind of reminds me of when Naruto was talking with Minato during the pain arc.
ナルトの封印術はどんなんだ？師匠封印です。師匠封印か。立派なもんじゃねえか。俺様の鉄鋼封印より硬いな。
My steel shell seal.
持ってんのか？
Mm-hmm.
言うなら知らないわ。
This guy ain't gonna be happy.
やはり封印を解くんですね。もしこのコントロールがうまくいかなかったら、キュービが完全復活したらどうするんです？
Then y'all cooked. Okay, so it has some safety precautions.
しかし
そうはならねえ。俺がやってみせっからよ。
It's utmost faith.
なら扉を閉めるぜ。俺からキュービとのやり取りを教える。
At least he's not gonna be alone too.
ナルト、お前に簡単、ルールは簡単。精神の中でキュービと挨拶したらまず封印を解け。
There he is. It's been a little bit, man, since we've seen him.
いいな。
ナルト、貴様。
Kusama.
なんだってばよ。
本当のお前はどこに行った？じないぞ。
お前の目の前によ。
お前は憎しみを克服した。だが安心するな。極量キュービは憎しみの塊だ。極論。どういうつもりだ？
今口が塞がってんだ。
Here we go, y'all.
くずい。
Oh, that's cool.
キュービが封印から出たら自分のチャクラでキュービのチャクラを捕まえて引っ張り抜け。チャクラはチャクラでしか捕まえられない。
Imagine trying to learn this on your own, man. Thank God he has it. Ooh, he's helping him.
キュービに直接触れてつけたら引き合いになる。要するに綱引き勝負だ。
Ooh, shit.
力が出せるわけでもねえ。残念。
やっぱ強えな。
言っとくがチャクラを取ろうとするとやっぱり取られる危険もあるぞ。チャクラがゼロになったら
Yeah.
どうなるか説明はいらないな。そうか。わしの力をコントロールする気だな。走りと組んだか。
Oh, man. We've seen this a few times now.
確かにリスクはでかい。キュービのチャクラは一生己のものになる。取れるだけぶんどっちまえ。それがホービー。キュービの憎しみを惑わせる。強い自分の意志でそいつを。ごめんな。
Okay, B?
強力な協力はここまでだ。ナルト。
座ったままだからやっぱ思ったと。
Oh, he can use, yeah, dude. Sage mode. Dang, dude. Dope, man. It's crazy that it's like literally like almost like a fight. Dang. Simple as that with a damn tail. Man, Shinobi versus Tail Beast. It's just what we got to come in the war coming up, y'all. This is crazy. Damn, Naruto. That's Sage mode power, dude. Oh, yes. Come on, get it. Tug of war time. We need more shadow clones. Ooh. Alright, here comes some of the hatred, though, I assume. Mm-hmm. Come on, no.
やばい。負けるな。ナルト。バカ野郎。この野郎。
Come on, man, you got it.
コントロールすることなどできん。憎しみの小さな一部。誰も認めやしない。キュービの憎しみ思ったより強すぎ。本当にやばいかもしれん。かなりの試練が抑えます。消えていなくなれ。
いい。ここにいていいのよ。ナルト。
Is that his mom?
ナルト。
Oh, I saw y'all. The orange spark. God damn it. That doesn't sound too revealing though.
そうか。どうよね。じゃあ、私が誰か当ててみて、ナルト。
No clue.
お前キュービの正体だな。言い方女に化けて俺を騙すつもりだったんだな。
Sounds like your laugh, Naruto.
あねえ。
She said you know too.
生まれ れつきせっかちで早口だからつい変な口癖がついちゃって出ないようには。
So this is where you got it from, dude.
あなたは大丈夫だった？私みたいに変な口癖が出てなきゃいいけど。何も言わなかった。
Hoping for too much.
まったく。私はあなたの。
Aww.
ずっと会いたかったってばよ、母ちゃん。
ではよか。やっぱり私の子ね。
キュービカが止まった。
Ooh, cool shot.
何かしたのか？いえ、自発的に止まったみたいです。何があった？
Naruto's parents come in clutch, dude. Every time.
聞きたいことがいっぱいあったんだ。
ゆっくり聞くわね。その前にキュービをおとなしくさせなきゃ。
Get rocked, Ninetail. Kushina. Okay, I forgot what had forgot what her name was. Or did we ever even get Kushina when the Jiraiya's backstory?
なれるようにって聞いてるの？
母ちゃんが美人な人でよかった。
そりゃどうも。
Aw. It's cute.
けど顔は私に似ちゃってごめんなさいね、ナル
なんで美人の母ちゃんになら俺ってば美男子ってことだろ。それに母ちゃんの髪だって綺麗な赤でストレートだし、そっちも似たかったってことよ。
What could have been? I don't know, man. The spiky yellow hair is iconic now, or the blonde hair.
そうなの？じゃあ一人目は？
もちろん。
Your dad, of course.
そういうこと。
何が？
あのさ、絶対に母ちゃんに会ったら聞こうと思ってたんだけどさ、父ちゃんとの馴れ初めっていうやつは何だったの？
なんか
Aww.
あ、出ばねって言った。興奮してる。
場合は
Dude, they're cute together.
また言った。
そうね。
Aww.
あれは私がこの
Damn, we really gonna get this?
それが弟。
There he is, little Minato.
今日から
渦巻きクシナだってばね。
静かにしなさい。
These little bastard children.
里の女性で初めてのほかげになってやる。
Dang, she had that dream too? Oh, the first female.
僕も里のみんなに認められる立派なほかげになりたい。
里のみんなに認められるほかげか。
その時は女男みたいで頼りなさそうで、そんな人がほかげになんてなれるわけないって湊をバカにしてたの。
なんで？だって父ちゃんすっげえ強そうなのに。
そうね。けど私はまだ幼くて何も分かってなかった。
Aren't we all when we're young, man?
でもいきなり田里から来てほかげになるだなんて言うんだもん。生意気よね。それから男の子によくいじめられたわ。それでつけられたあだ名が
トマト。お前は今日からトマトね。
Tomato.
悪い顔、赤い髪の。
That's rough, bro. Fat round face cheese.
大嫌いだもんね。
These kids might be little twerps, but they're creative.
そっか。そのいじめっ子から母ちゃんを守ってくれたのが父ちゃんだった。
いいえ、全然違う。された私ですら納得してしまって恥ずかしかったとズバリだもの。
ますます熟してきた。
I
収穫してやろうぜ。
誰がトマトだって。私だってトマトが嫌いだってばね。
hate them.
痛い目に遭うってばね。
Oh my god.
何笑ってんのよ。トマトとバカにした男子と返り討ちにして逆に潰れたトマトみたいにしてやったの。
Dude, she seemed like she was not to be messed with, man. She's a strong girl.
この子を半殺しにする様から
Oh, I love this.
その名も赤い血潮のハバネロ。
Habanero. Dude, her hair like flying like that. It gives like tailed beast vibes.
いつも喧嘩ばっか。もちろん連戦連勝のハバネロ様だったけど。
That's a great nickname, man. Better than tomato.
お前か。俺の弟をいつも泣かしてるのは。
Ah, you piece of shit.
ちょっかいを出すからだってばね。変なチョコのくせに。
俺芸人すごいっしょ。
Ooh, cool Ganon. Bro, he's the bully. Jeez. Get wrecked. Oh, it's a shot. Oh, substitution. Okay.
変わり身の術にも気づかないのかよ。まだまだガキじゃん。本当に真っ赤だな。糸みたいにゴワゴワしてるし、中身目障りなんだよ。
They're gonna try to cut it or something.
私だってこんな髪嫌いだ。
Dude, she's a fucking beast, man.
でもこんな髪でも私なんだからしょうがないじゃない。
That's the red hot opener.
よさもの。よさものがおかげになんかなれるかよ。
Kind of feel like I remember them mentioning that she wasn't from the Leaf originally. What village was she from? Ooh, there he is.
よそ者だから助けてもくれないっての。
僕は
あんたもそう思ってるんでしょ。
Wow, so pretty.
よそ者になりたくないからこの里をふるさとと思いたいからだから言っただけなのに誰がおかげなんかに大嫌いだったこの髪が。
Almost just made her an outsider and stuff, or identified her as that outsider because she's different.
ある事件？
ただいま誰か眠いないの。
Again at this point? What the heck? What were those from?
私には少し特別なチャクラがあってね。
Okay, Cloud.
それを狙って。
A special chakra.
おい。
その時連れ去られていく中で敵の足取りを残すため
Dude, she was such a beast, man.
敵に気づかれないように。でも自分はよそ者、救いに来てくれる人は誰もいない。そう諦めて国境間際まで連れて行かれて。
Oh, look who it is. Let's go, dude. Little Minato coming in hot. Pure ninja vibes here, dude. Stealthy AF. She's still just walking.
怪我はない。君を助けに来た。もう大丈夫。
Ah, into the moonlight. So romantic.
綺麗な髪だからすぐに気づいた。
Aww.
いつもは助けてくれないのに。
だって僕には分かっていたから君は強いって。
Doesn't want to make her feel like he's pitying her or something.
でもこれは里と里の争いごと。今までの喧嘩とは違う。だから君を失いたくなかった。
よそ者でも。
なんで君は木の葉の里にいるんだから木の葉の里の仲間じゃないか。
その時の湊はとても立派な忍者に見えた。夢を叶える人だと思わせてくれた。
Aww.
彼は私を変えた。この大嫌いだっただの赤い髪は私の中で運命の人を
Oh, so sweet.
運命の赤い糸になってくれた。
Red thread of fate.
自分の髪を好きになった。そして湊を大好きになった。
How could you not, man?
私の髪を
Aw. Naruto's so cute.
大切な言葉がある。受け取ってくれる？
This is such a heartwarming episode, y'all.
あなたを愛してる。木の葉の黄色い閃光と赤い血潮のハバネロが合わさったら
Equals Naruto.
木の葉のオレンジ。
Orange Hokage.
それ
So that's why he wears orange.
あなたの夢が湊と私の夢の続きだなんて。
ああ、母ちゃんと父ちゃんの夢は終わらせねえ。
なると
けど、その前に。
Y'all beautiful. Damn, y'all. That was so good. That got me at the end. It got me good.
怪我した、ヤマト。いや、僕の力ではナルト自身の力で止まったようです。 しかしこんな状態のままで大丈夫なんでしょうか。
Have faith in him.
退屈しのぎに二人で体操。
Oh my god.
時にラップかまし
シャラップ
Shut up.
今ナルトは己自身の中で一人キュービと戦ってる。俺たちが手助けできるのはここまで。ナルトのことを思っているのであれば今俺たちにできることはただ一つ。ナルトを信じて待っててやることだ。
Yeah.
愛してる。
なんだろう、すっげえ安心する。
What love can do, man.
すっげえ嬉しい。
Let's go.
いい感じ。このまま監視。
キュービを抑えている私のチャクラもそう持たない。今のうちにやっちゃいなさい。
多重影分身の術。行くぜ。
やっぱり強いわね。
Oh, Rasengan Barrage. Yeah.
まだいけるってばね。
I'm loving seeing like so much more of the Nine Tail in this, y'all.
千人モード
Oh my god. Oh, that'd be so terrifying. You can look at that shit. Even the Nine Tail looks worried. Oh, followed up with the shuriken. Yeah, dude. Even the power even overwhelms the Nine Tails. Is so cool. Yeah.
キュービとチャクラを引きずり出したね。
No way, y'all. That is this what he's gonna look like? Yo, he looks badass. Dude, he has the almost looks like Sharingan, like Kama things. Yo, let's go, dude.
こんだけの力が。やっぱすげえや、おめえは。
So he's like resealing him? The sixth pass? Wait, what? Bro, what the fuck's going on right now, y'all?
ごめんな、キュービ。でも、おめえを悪いようにはしねえか
Bro, he's glowing like the Avatar, dude.
ら。待っててくれ。
やったわね。ナルト。
母ちゃんは今、
これで湊のところへやっと行ける。
Kind of been like purgatory kind of thing.
行く前にあなたに言っておかなきゃならないことがあるの。ナルト、あなたが生まれた16年前の事件、その真相を言っておくわ。
16年前の。
We're giving more here, dude.
私はあなたの前任のキュービの陣地。
What?
まずはそこからね。
Are you freaking serious? How did wait? What? Oh my god, y'all. I'm mind blown right now. My mind's just going crazy. What the freak? Oh, looking this time. I won't fall for it.
キュービン人中力だった。母ちゃんが。
Y'all, I can't believe this. Is this what she meant by the special chakra? Or like, was this, did she become a Jinchuriki after?
私は2番目のキュービの陣中力として選ばれ、
The second, okay.
キュービの陣中力となるため木の葉に連れてこられたの。
Okay. Land of Eddies? Eddies? Eddies?
国の母ちゃんが人中力なんかになんなきゃいけなかったんだよ。
確かに他の国、他の里だけど、火の国と渦の国、木の葉隠れの里と渦潮隠れの里は深い関係にあったの。木の葉の千住一族と渦潮の渦巻き一族、遠い血縁関係にあたる忍びたち。
Okay, cool.
渦潮の里は別名長寿の里と呼ばれ、封印術を得意とする一族たちが住んでいたの。 ちょっと荒っぽいけどね。あなたのお腹の師匠封印もあと私たちの里の術だし、湊父さんにいろいろ封印術を教えたのはお母さんなのよ。
Cool, man.
あなたの背中にあるマーク。
Oh.
渦潮隠れのマーク。
Dude, I never even thought about that.
空港の証としてそのマークが用いられているでしょ。
Ah, okay, cool.
図書隠れの里って
今ではもうなくなってしまった里なの。戦乱の時代、その封印の能力を恐れられ狙われていつしか滅びてしまった。生き残った者
Yikes, man.
隠して各地へ散らばってしまったらしいわ。
だからってなんで母ちゃんがそんなことを。
渦潮の里の中でも私は特にキュービを抑え込める強いチャクラを持って生まれたらしくてね。
Okay, so she kind of had that special, powerful chakra natively from when she was born.
他ね、千住柱間様と内葉マダラの戦いは知ってる？
So we've heard.
私の前任の人中力だった人は初代火影の妻になった人。
Oh, she's Uzumaki as well.
初代柱間様の力になるため、ミト様は封印術で己の中にキュービを封印し、キュービの人中力とな
God, dude, the lore is going crazy.
はずっと木の葉がキュービを所有してきた。でもそのミト様が余命わずかになった私が連れてこられたの。キュービの器としてね。
それじゃまるで物扱いじゃねえかよ。
連れてこられた時、私にも事実は知らされていなかったし、それを聞いた時はショックだったのは確か。このことは全て極秘とされていたし、知っていたのは3代目を含め上層部数人だ。
So it was the third Hokage at the time.
私は人中力のプレッシャーや孤独感で押しつぶされそうになった。でも前任のミト様が私を呼んでくれて、もうそっと近くに。
So how is she related to her? I assume that they're like actual like blood relatives outside of them just being from the same village.
そのことを聞いたときは驚いたであろう。悲しかったであろう。苦しんだであろう。
Maybe not. I don't know. Let me see like the lineage tree.
そう言っていいんですよ。はい。いいですか。確かに私たちはキュービの器です。でもね、で生きていくことになっても得る方法はあるのよ。まず先にその器に。
その器に愛を見つけて入れなさい。そうすればたとえキュービの人中力として生きていくことになっても幸せでいられるってミト様はそう教えてくださったの。
なら母ちゃんは人中力だったけど幸せだった。
Dude, I love Naruto's mom. She's a freaking beast.
ナルト、あんたが泣くことないじゃない。
あれ
何
？16年前に木の葉を襲ったキュービの事件。
Yeah, dude, this is why I want to know like what happened to her. Like, yeah, did he like take the nine tail out of her or something? Like, how does that work?
お父さんから詳しくは聞かされてないよね。それもそうかも。あの時私の方の割合を大きく、湊の方は時間がなかったのね。
Yeah, I mean, he was the fourth at the time, right? Like, he was already the Hokage.
里を襲ったキュービはその面の男が操ったのは事実。でもその寸前までは私がキュービを封印して持っていたの。
じゃあなんで？
Oh, it was like right before it?
そいつはなぜだかはわからない。知ってたの。
何を？
人中力の美獣の封印が弱まる唯一の機会を知っていた。そこを狙われてキュービを奪われた。
唯一の機会？なんだってばよそれ。
出産よ。人中力の女性が妊娠をし、迎えるまでの約10ヶ月間
Bro, that's tragic.
他の子供へと移行していくために美獣の封印がそれに
Yeah, needs to go to the baby. Makes sense.
今より16年前10月10日。
おめでとう。予定日はそう10月10日。
Aww.
赤ちゃん
私母親になるんだってばね。
俺が父親になる。
母親だってば。
Dude, I love how she talks like Naruto.
なるんだ。
That's so cute, man.
父親か。
Aww, they look so happy, man.
出産に際しお前に説明しておかなければならぬことがある。前任の水戸様がそうだった。出産の時キュービの封印が解けそうになったのじゃ。お考えすまぬが里から少し離れた結界のもらうことになった。
封印のこともあるし、出産には僕も立ち会うよ。
Dude, this makes me so sad to think about how their life was destroyed.
を付き添わせる。これもすべて極秘とする。もちろん護衛もつけるが、すべてわし直轄の暗部じゃ。
There has to be a traitor in here somewhere or something, dude.
先に行って準備しておくから。
場所まではあつしが案内する。クシナ。
はい、ありがとうございます。 そろそろ移動しておくへ。はい。うわー、女の子だっけ？男の子よ。かわいい。なんてお名前ですか
？No way, dude.
代目の父上と同じ名前。
After the father of the Horokage?
クシナのところももうすぐでしょ。名前は先に決めといた方がいいわよ。もう決めてあるの。名前はナルト。サスケくんとは同期になる。
And ultimate rivals too.
ところでさ、やっぱり
No shit.
意外。
It hurts, you know?
上がるクシナを初めて見たのですが、これは大丈夫なんでしょうか？
大丈夫じゃえ。それよりお前はキュービの封印をちゃんと見とれ。
しかしこれは
4代目ホカゲともあろうもんがおたおたすなえ。こなら痛さでとうにくたばっとる。
強い。キュービが出ようともがいている。
Guys, I'm not ready to see this.
ナルト。
Oh, it's freaking teleportation bullshit, isn't it?
頭は出た。もう少しじゃえ、クシナ。
ナルト、早く出てこい。キュービは出てくるな。
おいじゃ。
Damn, it's gonna end there too, man. Oh my god. Damn, y'all. Those episodes were incredible. I just love seeing so much more Minato, and I was like, I don't I need to remind myself it's like Kushina or something, but Naruto's mom. Dude, they're such a happy little family, so heartwarming, and I'm really scared to see just how Madara's gonna destroy all this, dude. It's just terrible. Boy, oh boy, y'all, do we have a lot to talk about in these episodes. What a freaking lore drop this was. I feel like the last time we got, this amount of lore, with this much kind of exposition and whatnot, was with Madara and Sasuke kind of talking around Itachi's truth and his backstory. And in fact, I went back and watched a little bit of that kind of to get a little bit more context about like Itachi and Madara's relationship, because Madara is kind of coming into the picture once again with this backstory inevitably here. But yeah, y'all, I feel like this lore drop was even more important. Obviously, a lot of just beauty, love, and wholesomeness with seeing Naruto's mom. I'm gonna have to keep reminding myself of her name, Kushina. I loved her character. I thought she was incredible. I can't say how much I just love her nature, how similar it is to Naruto. You see Naruto in her so much, or see Kushina in Naruto so much. It's just really incredible. I love the characters, the backstory. You see more Minato as well. Different kind of lore about the Leaf Village as a whole and their kind of alliance or friendship with the Eddies clan, right? Some Eddies. Love that. More Jinchuriki lore, just so freaking good, y'all. I literally have like 3.5 pages of notes from these episodes. But I think to start, we'll go sequentially, but I think to start, I kind of want to talk about a major theme that's kind of being introduced in this arc so far, which is, kind of feeling yourself first, right? Trusting yourself, believing in yourself, loving yourself first to really be happy. We see a lot with our characters, especially, the ones who are outcasts, the Jinchurikis like Naruto, like Kushina, Gaara, etc. The outside world mistrusts them and rejects them. And that obviously is very painful, very difficult to deal with, but it is something that shows a lack of, the internal love you need to have in that scenario to still be happy. Kushina makes it clear that the previous Jinchuriki, Mito, by the way, really cool that we even learned about the first Jinchuriki of the Nine Tail, taught her this, that, you have to fill yourself up first. And I think that really is, outside of Kushina and Mito's interaction, that lesson that Kushina learned. We also get that with Naruto and his shadow self, the resolution to kind of the dark self, or his true self here. I absolutely loved the end of that scene. In fact, if we didn't get a bunch of this lore and backstory, it for sure would have been my favorite part of these episodes, the resolution of Naruto with his shadow self. We talked a lot about that last time, of this kind of being very similar to, the shadow psychology that Carl Jung kind of came up with or coined. And I think it really reflects back to kind of the love that you have to have for yourself, even, a past form of yourself, or maybe the true representation of who you really are in that unconscious layer, that subconscious layer. Even though it kind of can manipulate the situation, or maybe get in your way or sabotage what you really want in life at a present moment in your conscious mind, it was always there to protect you, to serve you. I love how Naruto integrates with this shadow by loving it, by accepting it, by seeing the pain that his shadow version of himself has. And he even thanks the shadow self, because it did serve him. It helped him become strong. He needed something to protect him at that time. I think a lot of times people can just get so upset with themselves and how they get in their own ways in the present moment. But a lot of times what gets in our way now is what protected us before. You think about people who have trauma, for example. Their brain learns certain coping mechanisms to protect them. They become maladaptive after a while, of course, but at a time when, maybe you were a kid and you were abused, or, you were in a place where your power was taken away from you, you kind of shrink and conform to a degree so that you stop getting hurt, or you minimize the hurt or pain, or protect yourself from maybe even being killed, right? But as time goes on, those, kind of those flashbacks, or those, your shadow self expressing fear, mistrust, all these different things, it just gets in your way of maybe connecting to people or yourself further. And we see Naruto be able to accept that he's mistrusting of people, and that, the dark side of himself is skeptical of people, and that was there for a reason. But now it doesn't need to be there anymore. It doesn't need to serve him. He sees from Motoi's and B's relationship that Motoi, who represents the villagers of the Leaf Village here, he went from loving B to hating B, and the Eight-Tail to trusting B once again and loving him, because he saw B's self-love. He saw his pride in himself, his self-worth. And Naruto realizes that he needs to be somebody who has high self-worth and pride in himself, love for himself, even his darker side here, so that he can truly trust the villagers as well, because he needs to trust himself first. You can't trust others until you can trust yourself, right? And I just love that, like, Motoi and B's relationship kind of taught him that, and we see that with Kushina more as well towards the end. But y'all, I can't express enough how much I love this scene. While I was watching with the soundtrack, it was definitely making me emotional, but off camera, as I'm rewatching, I'm taking notes, I got really emotional. I literally started tearing up, because I don't know about y'all, but at least for me, I really struggle with this kind of stuff in life right now. Knowing myself, or getting in touch with the hurt part of myself from my childhood, It's really, really painful and really difficult, but seeing something like this, it teaches me, or gives me perspective on how important it is to recognize your darker self, or your true self, and love it and be okay with it. Like, it's nothing to be ashamed of, So I just love, at least for me, like, how much that resonated with my soul, and just how important it is for everybody to love themselves first, right? And that truly empowers you to take on even greater challenges, like the nine tail and conquering that chakra. I feel like Naruto becomes so much more whole after this moment. And he's been on this path for a while, but now he's ready to take on a bigger hatred, something that's not his hatred, it's hatred outside of the world. And he's kind of conquered his own hatred now from his shadow self, and now he can take on a bigger hatred and maybe serve the world and the external world more greatly, and even himself more greatly. But yeah, getting into kind of this purification ceremony that I guess the Cloud Village has had for a while. I thought that was really cool that there's some lore there. Someone mentioned outside of B, I think it's the two-tailed Jinchuriki that we saw back in the Hidan Kakuzu arc. She also had full control of her Jinchuriki. So it seems like the Cloud Village has a really good system or ritual of helping Jinchurikis master their tailed beast and integrate it with themselves. Even that can be kind of some symbolism for the integration necessary to become stronger. It's really interesting that the Cloud themselves has this. I wonder if any other systems do, but at least for the Leaf Village, they haven't seemed to have a system like this to help the Jinchuriki kind of master their tailed beast. And I don't know if Kushina had that or if like other villages did, but to me at least it seems like the Cloud Village kind of has a leg up on everybody else. But yeah, as Naruto goes to start to unlock the key or the seal with the key, and he starts battling the Nine Tail, obviously the hatred is just way too much. It's so much, and even B is surprised by like how much hatred the Nine Tail has. So it does seem like maybe the amount of hatred could vary from tailed beast. Maybe the Nine Tail is the most known for all that hatred. And I like how B's kind of guiding him along the way. B and Naruto's relationship was as good as expected here, but I love how B is actually helping him in this integration process. But yeah, as the Nine Tails hatred comes into form, it starts taking over Naruto, right? He gets split down the middle of, Naruto and the Nine Tail. And then of course his mom shows up. And boy, is she such a warm presence, a compassionate, comforting, nurturing presence as she shows up there. In hindsight, it's funny, when I was rewatching it, we obviously kind of get this, symbolism or imagery of how Kushina with her red hair and Minato with his yellow hair blend to make the orange spark, right? The orange Hokage. But even in the moment where she shows up and Naruto's split, one eye is red from the Hokage or the hate, or from the Nine Tail or the hatred, and one eye is blue. To me, that's almost like symbolism of him split kind of the combination of Kushina and Minato together, both their red and yellow hair, or his blue eyes and her red hair kind of thing. So yeah, little subtle details in there too that just makes this even more impactful. Kishimoto just went ham, bro. Goated this shit up. As y'all can tell, I'm really excited. Yeah, and we learned that Minato embedded Kushina's chakra inside of the seal, kind of like he did with some of his own when he kind of helped Naruto with the pain arc. That's really cool. It makes me curious, if we'll see more of that throughout, the series here of people's chakra kind of manifesting or being able to kind of come back from the dead. I guess we've gotten that in certain ways, like reanimation and stuff as well, but very interesting. I love that we get to explore Naruto's mom and who she is as a person so much more through this kind of lore power system, allowing for that to happen. I think that shows that the power system is really well balanced and explained so that something like this can make sense. It's not just oh, here's a flash of someone you love, have a talk with them. It's okay, it gives the author flexibility to do interactions like this, and it makes it a lot less just blabbering exposition. It's tied to a whole plot here with Naruto conquering the Nine Tails and it having so much importance with her as a Jinchuriki, right? Or as the previous Jinchuriki. But off the bat, I just loved Naruto's mom so much. Just how much she reflects Naruto's mannerisms. They're so similar to, that's when Naruto realized that it's his mom. And I just love their back and forth dynamic with it. They tease each other with it, and it's just so wholesome, y'all. I love it. But yeah, let's kind of get into Kushina's backstory. Kushina Uzumaki. Seems like all the Uzumakis are the Jinchurikis of the Nine Tails, and they're all from a separate clan. Very interesting. So Naruto's dad's last name, I don't think we've gotten it, but I don't think it's Uzumaki unless he took his wife's name. Or, I mean, did they ever marry? I guess we don't even know if they've married, but it's interesting that there's this whole other clan in the mix, and Kushina was sent to the Leaf Village to become the next Jinchuriki, like literally, and off the bat she is labeled as an outsider for it, and she has this goal of becoming the first female Hokage, not because she really wants to be the Hokage, but she wants to be accepted by the people once again, very similar to Naruto to a degree here. And you can see just her confidence, her almost brute personality, like just so much strength there, so much power. I don't want to say brute in a negative term. It's so much power, and we see how Minato respects that so much as the story goes on. But you know, she's labeled as an outsider because she is an outsider, but it's very much symbolized through her different hair, her red, thick hair, straight hair, and all the bullies, of course, start going after her, and and they try to call her the tomato. What a great some slander there for her. I thought that whole scene was really funny, but of course she beats the shit out of them. She's just a beast, man. She's a beast. And then she comes up, she gets a new nickname, the Red Hot Habanero. Even better, man. So she was a force to be reckoned with. You know, she wasn't someone who was easily put down. You know, she always loved herself, even though she hated her hair. Like, she's always hated it. I'm sure she started hating it more when it became a tool for people to, you know, just kind of discriminate against her or push her out as an outsider, or label her as an outsider. But she still always loved herself. And we see that with the scene where one of the bullies goes and gets his older brother again. And honestly, screw that fucking Genin. What a piece of shit. Oh, you see him again, really cool, huh? Goes after someone who hasn't even graduated, like, and gets his ass beat. Screw that guy, man. Takes another level of bulliness to do that crap. But yeah, man, like, I love that scene because it definitely shows how she's always had a little bit more self-love or self-pride than maybe Naruto had growing up, right? Because even though she had insecurities and people pushed her to the outside, she still always loved herself despite that. And of course, we get that more later on with how Mito guided her too. But eventually she is able to fully integrate with herself through when she's kidnapped by the Cloud Village ninjas. Of course, it's the Cloud Village, interesting there. But because of her special chakra, and I don't know if she was a Jinchuriki at that point. I think she must have been. Like, it seems like she became a Jinchuriki pretty quickly when she joined the Leaf. But they say they try to kidnap her for her special chakra. And, you know, as she's being taken away, she's leaving a trail of her cut hair. And of course, Minato is the one who finds her, saves the day. The scene with him going around, you know, knocking out all the ninjas, super dope, man. Minato's just too cool. Even as a kid, he was dope. But yeah, I love how he explains that, you know, well, off the bat, he's like, you know, I found you through following like your beautiful hair, right? And it almost just helps her integrate, you know, that the part of her that she doesn't like into herself, because this guy is able to reflect and show her, you know, just how beautiful it really is. And that kind of goes back again to how, you know, when we're trying to tackle parts of ourselves that we don't like or love inherently, a lot of times the people around us don't see it that way, and they can mirror back to you that your perception of yourself is a little skewed or harsh, and you know, you can see just how much they love you even for those qualities that you don't love yourself. I especially love how Minato kind of explains to Kushina, who's kind of like lashing out a little bit. She's like, you've never, you know, you probably feel the same way as everyone else, that I'm an outsider, that you stayed away from me because like he sees the whole scene with the bullies and everything, but never steps in. But he explains that it's not because he doesn't care, but because he knew that she was strong in body and spirit. And man, I feel like that's amazing for someone to empower someone like that. But I think it's great just that seeing that Kushina had that such a strong will from the start. It's you can see why Naruto has that as well. And I like the whole like red thread of fate that that's kind of how she ends up loving her hair too, because it's what brought her to love her hair. Because Minato was brought into her life because of it, and they fell in love on that day, or at least she fell in love with him, although I think he was probably falling for her as well too. So yeah, man, the orange spark, I really love the name of that episode. I think it's so fitting, and it explains a lot why Naruto's always worn orange. Obviously he doesn't know that, but like the author obviously probably drew it that way for a specific reason, right? I think that's really amazing. Kushina also ends this whole kind of conversation with, I'll say something to you if you'll accept it. I only say it to men who say my hair is beautiful and it's I love you. So, kind of indirectly saying that she told Minato she loves him because of that. And here she says it to Naruto and touches him, pokes him like in his heart. And dude, that moment got me so good. Just something that Naruto obviously needs, and that we all need. We all need people to, people who love us around us. Yeah, man, it was so beautiful. And of course, this empowers Naruto to fully take on the Nine-Tail and take his chakra. He's so calm in that moment and happy and probably confident, has high resolve, a high will. And is able to take that. But boy, dude, the Naruto and the Nine-Tail chakra morph together, just glowing yellow. Yeah, it reminded me of like Avatar: The Last Airbender with the glowing eyes, but just like full body. Looks so sick. But the most curious thing is like the 6 paths, the little commas all over him, kind of like the Sharingan / what we see on the Sage of 6 Paths. How does Naruto connect back to that? I mean, that has to mean that, maybe he has some shared blood from the, from his bloodline to the Senju clan, because they shared, their past like kind of ancestors, I guess. So maybe Naruto connects to the Sage of 6 Paths in some very indirect way. But I'm very curious on how all that will be fleshed out and explained, because that ultimately helps Naruto seal the Nine-Tail again. Just so sick, man. That scene was short but epic, man. And this leads us into another backstory of what happened 16 years ago. We learn of when Kushina becomes the Jinchuriki, the previous one, kind of why the lore between the Eddies and the Land of Fire, so Senju clan and the Uzumaki, kind of sharing some distant blood relatives. I thought it was interesting that they explained that the Uzumaki, or the Eddies clan, they're known to live long, so they're like known for their vitality, I guess. That's kind of interesting. I'm wondering where that's coming from, or why the author put that in there, if there'll be more to that. We see their leader seal one of the tailed beasts, and he's very old compared to the first Hokage at the time. And they also explain that they're specialized in this sealing jutsu, which is where that tetragram sealing comes from. Minato learned that from Kushina's mother, which I thought was a cool little tidbit as well. We also learned from this that the little symbol on all of the Leaf Village shinobi's backs and Naruto's back was the symbol of the Eddies clan, and how it represents friendship, which is very fitting for their clan's relationships. But now the Eddies doesn't really exist. I guess it was destroyed in the Second Great Ninja War, maybe. I think that was around that time. And that all the Uzumakis were kind of went into exile at that point, anyone who survived. And it sounds like that was maybe after Kushina had left. I don't really know the full timeline here, but it makes me very, very curious. Are there other Uzumakis out there who are alive? Is Naruto the last one? Is there more? We're going to meet other people related to Naruto potentially throughout this series. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, man, the lore of this whole family is really cool. I'm trying to like put together I need to like see like a family tree, like, all the heritage, and just from like the Sage of the 6 Paths to the 2 brothers to the Senju clan, the Uchiha clan, and just how they all connect together. There's just so much fate kind of woven in with the how all these bloodlines connect to each other. Another couple like big lore things too, well, that kind of got introduced in small ways, is we see Sasuke when he's born, and I guess Kushina and Sasuke's mother were friends, And she says that Sasuke was the name of the third Hokage's father. Cool. Okay, interesting. Why? What's the importance of that? That's dope too. I hope we learn about Sarutobi's dad now and like his role. That was so cool. What else did we get? Oh yeah, I want to talk a little bit about how like it was very secretive that Kushina became the second Jinchuriki, and very secretive that, you know, when you're about to give birth that the seal starts to weaken. You know, Mito had that, I guess. And so they're trying to be very secretive about protecting her and hiding her and making sure that no one takes advantage of it. But somehow Madara seems to know. Who would have revealed this information? This is why I went back to the Itachi episode with, or explaining Itachi's backstory between Sasuke and Madara, because I know Itachi and Madara had some interaction, but that was after the tailed beast attack. So I'm curious, like, there has to be some betrayal here or some spy or something, maybe in the Anbu Ops or Danzo. I don't know, like, who would have had some, you know, something to gain from exposing this to Madara so that Madara could kind of initiate this next fight. And dude, the whole time while it's leading up to this, I was getting so sad already, because, you know, you see all the wholesomeness of and love between Kushina and Naruto in this like present time, with confronting the Nine Tails chakra and everything and trying to integrate it, but also with, you know, seeing back flashes to Minato and her and just how much they love each other, like them finding out that they're gonna have a son. And dude, it's just so beautiful. And just, you know, the ever approaching darkness that's about to destroy this family unit, man. It's just heartbreaking. So I'm very nervous to watch the next episodes. I won't lie, y'all, but I'm definitely gonna watch it right after this. I have to. I don't know if I've been this hyped throughout the whole series to keep on watching more. Maybe, I don't know. I think the Hidan and Kakuzu arc was one where I was like, I just gotta keep watching. I gotta keep watching. I mean, Pain arc, of course, too, but there's something right now where I'm like, I just gotta keep going, man. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and do the character ratings and wrap up here. For MVP, best moment and funniest, I'm giving it to Kushina, Naruto's mother. Man, I just loved her character so much. Love the strength of her. It just reminded me of how the Sarutobi's wife was like, don't worry, women are strong. If men had to give birth, they'd all be dead by now or whatever. Like, but it's represented so well in Kushina, like her inner strength. At the best moment specifically, I just adored when she said, I love you to Naruto. I thought that was just something a long time coming, and her character emulates that so well. Funniest parts of her, I just really liked her interactions with Naruto, the mannerisms, that, you know, and them kind of bantering with each other. Her hitting him when he thought she was just the Nine-Tail disguised. I thought that was great. And then for the Sako, I'm gonna give it to that Genin bully. Dude, just a little freaking twerp, man. Kishimoto knows how to write annoying characters for sure. I thought about giving it to Madara, but I feel like I'll probably be saving that for the next episodes based off of what we know, how Minato sacrifices himself. I'm sure Kushina's obviously has to die in this scenario, since, you know, we never knew her. Naruto was always alone pretty much. So yeah, I'm very nervous to watch the next episodes, but super excited at the same time. These ones were a freaking blast. Let me know what y'all thought about this one. Let me know if I missed any little lore tidbits, because there was a lot here. Yeah, I appreciate y'all joining me today, and I will catch you for the next episodes. Peace.